Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video. So hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another news video here today. Recently it's just been absolutely packed with new 2023 stuff, which I couldn't be more excited for. But this one's actually a little bit different for a few reasons. And first of all, just completely before we get into any of this, it's really important that you hear what I'm saying here. This is most likely fake information. It's most likely not real. But with that being said, I found this really interesting, and I almost think that some parts of this do sound very interesting and quite cool, and maybe elements of this are close to what we're actually going to be getting. But again, just keep in mind, I believe this is fake from everything that I've gathered so far. I've seen this around, but there's been no real sources for it from what I've seen, so it's only natural to assume that this entire paragraph that we're going to be getting into is entirely fake. With that being said though, I kind of just want to dive into all of this, kind of assume it's real for the sake of this video, and then afterwards we can talk about everything mentioned here. So let's just get straight into things. It reads here, quote, "The new season of Ninjago begins with a shocking twist. A mysterious enemy has travelled through time and altered key events in ninja history, creating a dangerous alternate timeline. The ninja team must race against time to find a way to set things right before it is too late. But the task proves more difficult than they ever imagined, as they battle new enemies and struggle to keep their own memories of the original timeline intact. Travelling through time, they soon stumble upon a long-forgotten race of dragons, powerful beings who hold the key to restoring the timeline. But the dragons are guarded by a ferocious and cunning dragon hunter who will stop at nothing to destroy anyone who threatens his power. With the dragons and their incredible abilities, the ninja must outsmart the dragon hunter in an exciting race against the clock. But as the stakes get higher and enemies become more powerful, they must also confront their own demons." So that was quite the long paragraph there, but with that being said, that was actually really cool. And keep in mind, this is the first time that I'm actually reading it properly myself. I've had a glance at it, but nothing really more than that. Now, this sounds interesting, and I feel as though this is close to what's going to be happening, obviously with the whole time travel thing, but also the fact that this reality is going to be altered. And that could also explain why there's going to be different new ninjas in this series. Perhaps things have been changed and altered so much that the ninja have kind of developed a new group of ninja, and these are kind of like the new guys. The ninja kind of like parallel to another ninja group, if that makes any sense. I like that idea a lot, and that could actually explain why they exist in the first place without it being just a random new group of ninja, or without it being the ninja's kids or something along those lines. I also really dig the idea of this being a thing where the ninja kind of against the clock for their own sake as well, as maybe this, well, whatever they're doing, maybe this whole thing is kind of damaging their own memories a little bit, and it's warping their own minds to the point where they're actually starting to forget stuff in the timeline so that they can put it right. I like that idea a lot, and it adds a whole new element of race against the clock, to a point where I never actually would have imagined that idea, but if they were to go ahead and do something like that, that sounds interesting. Now, the bit that sounds a little bit fake to me is this whole dragon thing and this whole dragon hunter situation. I'm not really sure it sounds all that legitimate to me, if I'm being honest. Some parts of this just sound a little bit strange towards the end, especially with the way things are worded, but who really knows? As I say, this leak apparently is from some sort of TV network, so it's not necessarily completely official, as TV networks have been known to get small details and things wrong in the past. They can be like that. So, I mean, that could kind of explain some of this away, but at the same time, it just sounds a little bit fishy regardless to me, and I'm just not buying that this is completely legitimate. But once again, I think that some of the ideas brought up here are genuinely so awesome, and I would love for some of this stuff to actually come true. But who really knows? As I say in every single one of my videos, more or less, time will tell, I guess. But for now, I would proceed just assuming that this is fake, and yeah, I didn't tell you this was real, of course. Just remember what I said in this video. This is most likely fake, but I wanted to talk about it regardless because I think that some elements of this are actually kind of interesting, and maybe some parts of this could wind up to be real. But with this all being said, that's basically going to cover it for my thoughts on this. Hopefully you enjoyed this little breakdown and analysis of this maybe real, probably fake paragraph here. Who really knows at this point? Time will tell again. But with this being said, that is just about going to do it from me in this video. So with all of this being said, before you guys do head out, please just feel free to leave any of your own personal thoughts and opinions on everything mentioned here down below in the comments. I would love to hear your own personal opinions, thoughts, and theories regarding this. If you did enjoy the video though, please do be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to watch my new content whenever I do first post it. And with all of this being said, everyone, I will see you all very soon for my next one. Goodbye, everybody.